Da 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 bum 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 bum. Dee 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 bum 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 bum. Hello everyone. Frederick, would you like to join me side by side here? Here I have another version of my 20th century. I think this one has sound. So this one, let's see if this works. No, it doesn't have sound. Does it have sound? Is there sound on this thing? This one, the airplane comes in, drops a bomb, and it blows up my theater, and then through the rubble, the end. And then you see, of course, at some point, did it stop? Is it still going? Still going. Buy bonds. No, buy pens instead. It seems to me that if you have a phone and you have an email, I can send you the link and you click on it and your phone will work. You just can hand hold your phone. You could point it to the ceiling and just talk if you want to. Well, this one here, the 20th century peer, 21st century peer, it's like I missed completely the 20th century. I went from the 19th through to the 21st. No, and the fact that I got to the I leapfrogged over the 20th century is sort of your evening coffee. Oh, hi, Kesh. Again, King Kong. Kesh, would you like to join me live? I can send you the link and we can chat face to face. Sure. Okay. Do I have your email? Have I ever written you an email before? Let me see how this works here. Text me your email. Email me your email. If you can do that, that would be the easiest. Hey, Pisciavello. Sorry, Schiavello. I'll do the longer version here while we're waiting. No, this is the longer version. There we go. There's a longer version. Effextinol. Try Effextinol. You got your pens all ready to go, Effextinol. They're in a pile, but they all are working and they're ready to go. I'm going to see if Kesh. I'm not positive I can do that. I can try. It's just I've got it on my. Let me just do this. Let me see if I can do this. I'll send myself a message to Peer. get my light on here. Here, Gustafson Studio. Okay, let me send. Okay, I sent that to me, so I can now get on my iPhone. There should be an easier way to do this. I should have an app I can put in my brain that can telepathically move things around. Okay, what am I doing? It's in my email. To go to my email, Pierre Gustafson email. I sent myself an email. Inbox, Gmail inbox. Come on. There we go. And copy link. And now I go to this. Okay, Kesh, get ready. Paste. Okay. So Kesh, I will introduce him shortly. Anyway, you have it. I just, I might have Messenger on my computer, which is where I am right now. This is my, I'm in my computer space, and I don't know if I have Messenger on this thing. I know that when I type, I click on Facebook, it pretends it doesn't know me. So anyway, you have it. So Parker Schiavello, were you the one that wanted a carmine red pen? Oh, there's Kesh. Okay, hold on. Add to screen. Look at that handsome man.
How are you?
I'm fine. I don't want to look at I don't want to have you look at my face, my morning face. Well, just do it right now to see.
Yeah, that's better than my evening face as well.
Morning face. Okay. So I'm gonna get more coffee. You're having evening coffee, and I'm gonna have another cup of morning coffee. And while I'm doing that, why don't you introduce yourself?
Well, I don't think a lot of people are watching us right now, but
that's okay. You don't. These are our friends. You don't have to.
Okay. Well, my name is Keshav, as you can see in the box. I am a musician based out of Mumbai, India, and I'm originally from New Delhi, India, which is the capital of the country. And I met Pierre, I guess, in 2016 on a little app called Periscope, which is going to get taken away from all the app stores by March 31st, apparently, because Periscope isn't, it won't be functional after that, and people will have to come live through Twitter directly. So yeah, it's been like a good 4.5 years since I've known Pierre, and he is probably my oldest friend in terms of age. I don't think I have another 60 odd years old friend whom I speak to regularly, or my can call a friend. So yeah, I think that's enough. My chatter.
Did you spill any gossip I didn't know, Kesh? Because I forgot that I had to microwave my coffee.
Well, yeah, I said that Pierre is probably my oldest friend in terms of age.
In terms of age, it's hard. Most of the people that are older than me are dead. So yes, it's
yeah. So I told them how we met on Periscope, and yeah, and apparently Periscope is not going to be around after March 31st.
Well, it served. It was fun while it lasted. But
Yeah, I guess it was invented for us to get in touch, and now it served its
now it
purpose.
served its purpose. Well, what was weird about that was what I didn't like about that was you the text that people texted didn't stay, and you couldn't go back. I don't think. So you couldn't, like if you were playing a ukulele song and someone said something and you didn't want to interrupt your song, to go back and read what someone typed a minute ago was not possible. Is that right? Or am I forgetting?
No, that's right. I mean, anyone could join. Even people whom you don't know, and they can sort of. It's not as private as a StreamYard or a YouTube or an Instagram.
Yeah, yeah. That was what was fun about it. You'd open up the app and you'd see a globe.
Yeah.
And then you'd see these little red dots. And the red dots meant someone was streaming live. Blue dots meant someone just stopped streaming in the last 24 hours.
That's how I found you. That's how I found you as well.
Yeah. So why were you looking in Minnesota? Why on earth were you looking there?
Not Minnesota. I think you were in Boston back then.
No, I was in Minnesota. I was visiting my dad.
Oh, okay. Then you have a sharper memory at 60 odd years than me.
Yes. Well, I remember the location that. When is your birthday? That'll.
It's July 11th.
Yeah, I was in Minnesota because I usually I would go home for my dad's birthday, which is the 4th of July. So
your Independence Day.
Independence Day. I sang a song for my dad on his last birthday, and he was born on the 4th of July, and for us in my family, the 4th of July was first my father's birthday and secondarily the birth of the nation. So we always would associate the 4th of July with my dad. And so do you know the song Yankee Doodle Dandy?
No.
George Cohen wrote it, and it goes, I'm a Yankee. He was born on the 4th of July too, the songwriter. And he wrote, I'm a Yankee Doodle Dandy, Yankee Doodle do or die, a real live nephew of my Uncle Sam, born on the 4th of July. I've got a Yankee Doodle sweetheart, she's my Yankee Doodle joy. Yankee Doodle went to London just to ride a pony. I am that Yankee Doodle guy. Now, I changed the word.
You should sing it on your ukulele.
I did for my dad's. Now I should do it. Well, I changed the words for my dad's birthday, and my dad, again, born on the 4th of July. I have a nephew named Sam. We spend our summers at Gull Lake, and we have a pontoon boat, which is a lazy sort of cruisy boat. And my dad had a cat. So I redid the words to the song, and here's how it goes. He's my Yankee Doodle daddy, Yankee daddy do or die, a real live grandpa to my nephew Sam, born on the 4th of July. He's got a Yankee Doodle pussy, she's Yankee Doodle joy. Yankee Doodle went to Gull Lake just to ride the pontoon. He is my Yankee daddy guy. So that's and we played that at his funeral, the recording I made. So anyway.
Yeah, it's good to it's good to say goodbye to somebody with happy memories rather than sobbing.
Yeah, well, yes, it was he knew he was going to die, and he sort of was at peace with that. And He died at home where he built the house that he died in. He had it built when I was born, so it's the first house he owned, and the only house I really ever knew that I grew up. And he was lucky enough to be able to stay there until he died, and so he had a really great life. So a Pisciavello, Schiavello. Here's a red, carmine red Schaefer that is for sale, I think. So anyway, let me go get my coffee now that it's zapped. So what are you working on now, Kesh?
I'm waiting for a friend right now. She was supposed to come and we were supposed to spend a day together because she's one of my best friends and she's leaving the town in a few days.
Okay.
So, we're making good use of whatever time she's left. And yeah, I mean, I was just reminiscing, how we met, and it was actually my roommate back then in the day had introduced me to Periscope, and it was fun, that globe thing which you mentioned. So I used to look for musicians,
I see.
so I remember when I had tried to look for different musicians in North America, I came across your profile, and in that little thumbnail, which showed what somebody's doing, you were playing a ukulele.
Okay.
So
Well,
that's how I stumbled upon you. Because if you were not playing a ukulele at that particular moment when I came across your profile, probably I wouldn't have, contacted you. And
well, I might have played the ukulele. I just got the ukulele then, so I was sort of playing a lot of ukulele, and I was meeting other ukulele players too, and it was really quite fun to talk to them because I didn't know anything about the uke really. Did you you have a ukulele now, right? You bought one?
Yeah. Yes.
Can we see it? I'll show you my ukulele if you show me yours.
Yeah, it sounds like,
got it, right? Huh?
Yeah, it's right now inside my room. I'm sitting in my living room right now.
I see.
It's in my studio.
Okay,
so
good.
Probably some other time.
There's a woman that collects pens and also is sort of a journal keeper, and she likes old typewriters, and she also plays the ukulele. And I'm looking forward to having a side-by-side chat like we're doing with her, because we share a lot of things in common. And that's
well, there's an interesting comment by Frederick. He says, were you looking for musicians or just older American guys?
Well, Kesh is out of the running for us old American guys. You like young,
for any guy. For
younger
any guy.
ladies. You like younger ladies, don't you, Kesh?
Yeah, but let's not say younger, because people might see me as a pedophile. So
you like people that are your age.
I just like the opposite gender.
Okay,
that's the right way of putting it.
I see. Okay.
And now Frederick now says his ukulele is bigger than yours.
Well, it might be. I have my biggest ukulele is not a soprano, but I've got a couple of the tenors or whatever the next size up is. There are 4 sizes, and I also have some really like half size.
I don't think Frederick meant it in a literal sense.
I know. Because his mind is in the gutter as well. So I'll be right back. I will get my
Hey guys who are watching right now, thank you for bearing with us. Just out of curiosity, is it the first time you're interacting with somebody from India, or have you had previous interactions? Do you know somebody from India before as well?
One of the things I like about, I'm just going to have this on my face just because people are tired of looking at my hands, but let me get the light to be.
So there's no natural light in this room. There's no sunlight or some window.
The sun hasn't even begun to get up yet. So
what time is it?
It's I don't know, 6:41. I don't think the sun is risen.
No, it's 5:11 p.m. here in Bombay.
Well, that's because we live on a globe. This is not a flat Earth, even though some people seem to think it is. My now ex-stepfather is Indian.
So, now ex. That's contradiction. Now ex-stepfather.
Well, he needs to add the hyphens to make it work better.
Yeah, I just asked people that if they have known anyone from India before they got to me today. So
I didn't sell a pen. I talked to an Indian writer a couple of months ago about the pens he had, and it was an interesting conversation. So there's a question I have about the Indian voice.
Indian what?
The voice, the sounds you make out of your mouth.
Okay. Okay. I heard you. I heard you saying Indian boys. So I said makes sense.
Indian voice. My Midwestern, very flat American voice that I have, we sort of often our voice is all on one kind of note, but an Indian voice seems to be more melodic. Do you hear that in yourself?
I won't say the voices are melodic per se, but every region or every country has a particular sense of musicality.
Yeah.
And like for us, Indian classical music is what we follow. If we pursue music, and people out there in the West, like you guys, or UK or US, so you would follow Western classical, Mozart and Beethoven and whatnot. So I think it's the influences in the childhood, and the sensibilities you form over the years. That's what probably paves the way for how you sound and what kind of singing eventually comes out. So
I was wondering about P. Schiavello. Schiavello had a Indian wife. Did he have that sense? Am I using the right word when I talk about this sort of melodic voice?
Indian wife.
He was married once to a Indian woman.
If that Indian person would have been born and brought up back in the America,
I don't
then
know.
Probably it would be different.
No, you weren't. Okay, I don't know. Now I'm getting confused. How do you have it? Nope. P. Schiavello says no. Okay. I'll stand back. You have to explain yourself, because
it's also got to do a lot with what you listen growing up, because while growing up, and while you sing in your early days, you tend to sort of subconsciously imitate the favorite singer you have.
Okay.
Yeah, that's like very natural. If you will hear any kid singing these days, they would want to imitate the people they idolize and the people they love listening to. So that's probably one of the reasons why us Indians would sound different, probably with a different accent as well, and why Americans would sound different. And it's the difference in singing also underlines the fact that there's a big difference in the way we see the 12 notes on the instrument, because for us going from one note to another, it's different, and for you guys it's different because we have a lot of modulations in Indian classical music.
Okay, cool.
We don't really sing straight notes. We sort of do modulations in between. So that's a big difference.
Well, if we look at our conversation on the sidebar here, we have all sorts of trauma happening because of my ignorance of the situation. So I'm very sorry for getting all of this wrong, but maybe what P. Schiavello ought to do is join us and explain it to us once and for all. Would anyone else like to join our little happy group here? We don't have to talk about pens or music. We don't have to.
I'll show you the view from my balcony.
Okay, that would be nice. Oh, look at that. You're high up. Lovely.
This is 21st floor.
Yeah. Lovely. Lovely, lovely. So, well, that's great. That's a long balcony.
Yeah, it's a huge balcony.
Your balcony is bigger than mine.
Yeah, well, you have got a bigger ukulele, so I can at least flaunt my balcony.
Yes, yes, good. Okay, P. Schiavello will join. You have the person has to get dressed. So I need to know your email in order to send you this link. I mean, maybe I can do this. Let's see if this works. I don't know if this will work, but I'll try. Edit, paste. Do you see that, and can you copy
that? What you can do, Pierre, I'll tell you an easier way.
Okay.
The link you see in your brochure, right?
Yeah.
Just copy that and put it in the YouTube comments, and from there anyone can join.
I did. Do you see it? Did it come through?
Yeah. So people can just click on that and they can join.
Okay. Well, I don't want to have 500 people here, but now I see this big thing on my screen, which is blocking our. How do I get rid of that thing? You see this?
What big thing?
Well, underneath my double chin, I see a picture of my face.
No, that's your comment, right?
Yeah. Oh, I see. So how do I make it go away? Well, anyway, I don't know. It might be there forever.
No. You can just click on your in the comment section. Just click on it. It'll hide.
Oh, I see. Oh, aren't you clever? See what happens when young people like you take the time to explain to old people like me how to fix things. Okay, I'm going to do this. I'm going to see if I can I change my camera here to put it on this side? No. What I'm trying to do is get the light, so it's still not very good. The problem with this sitting in front of a light bulb, which is this computer screen, is the lighting is just awful. So what I might do, since all of you know what my face looks like now, I may just aim the camera down and draw while we talk.
It's fine now.
Yeah. So are you working on any music for movies?
Yeah, I finished a couple of movies in 2020, and one of them is in post-production, and other one has been going around the world in international festivals.
Oh, good.
Yeah. So in fact, one of them got like that movie got selected in a festival at LA as well. So
Oh, no.
I've sort of reached Hollywood already.
Oh, good. Good for you. Um, if you guys watch Kesh's YouTube, you should be able to see him sing and play. So
You should be able to. You should be able to see me sing and probably act as well in one of the videos where I have romanced with a girl.
Oh dear. Okay, let me add P. Schiavello. There you are, P.
Hi, guys.
So, and P. Schiavello. Okay, say your name the right way.
Okay, so I'm Parker Schiavello or Parker Schiavello or Parker Schiavello, but Schiavello.
Schiavello. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Well, that's. I'm happy that you respond to 3 different names.
It gets a bit. Yeah, people don't understand how to say it, Pierre.
Well, I know. And you're not, because of your cute accent, you're not saying my name correctly either. P. I have an R at the end of it.
Pierre. Yeah,
No, you're saying Pia. P-I-E-A.
The thing is that like with my accent is that I grew up speaking Italian originally.
Okay.
And then I had Croatian thrown into that, and then English, and so
you're all screwed up.
I think Pia could work as well because in Hindi, here in India, Pia means beloved.
Oh, that's very sweet.
Isn't that sweet?
Okay. So, explain the trauma that you're dealing with me getting your family history completely screwed up. Can you explain it to me? And while you're doing it, I'm going to do the family tree, the Parker family tree. So let me So I'm gonna start with you right there in the middle. So then I'm gonna work down and back and forth and around depending on what you tell me.
Yes, sir.
So this is going to be enlightening for all of us. So here's my.
I don't know how enlightening, but sure.
Well, I'm very confused, as you've been watching for the last couple of days, at understanding what the heck. What
I've actually been a long-term watcher.
Oh, okay. Well, okay. So here we have Parker. Parker is you.
That's me.
Parker. Okay. So Parker. Okay. Now, your parents are what?
Okay. So Michelle.
Michelle
is my mother.
Michelle. L. Okay. Michelle
is my biological mother.
Biological mother. Yep.
And then she met my dad, whose name is Rodney, who is my biological father, who's now passed.
Okay, there we go.
So in 2010, I believe, she got married to her long-term boyfriend, fiance person I didn't want to happen, and his name was Christopher.
Okay.
And so he became my stepfather, technically.
Okay, so Christopher is here.
Yes.
Yeah, okay. Christopher. So this person is Indian.
There's a bit of a discrepancy there that could cause, he's Sri Lankan, so originally from Ceylon.
Ceylon, okay.
But it gets, it's confusing. People lump Sri Lankans into being Indian primarily, and there's nothing wrong with that. It's just a lot of people do get offended sometimes. I see the nodding in the middle.
Well, I'm also reading the comments on the right, and Russell has joined us, and he's being his usual pixie-ish self.
Okay.
Someone asked, Facemeyer, how do you do? And he said, how do I do what? So he's being a pill. Okay, so now what else do we have?
Okay, so my stepfather, Christopher, has a gaggle of children, so 3 children. We'll just say 3 children. I'm not going to mention their names.
Okay, A, B, and C.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, and so under me, I have a 15-year-old son.
Okay. And what's his name?
Benjamin.
Benjamin.
So you can just do Ben.
Well, Benjamin. Okay, so now how did this person happen? You need more than just you to cause that to go on.
Okay, I mean, people who don't want to hear certain things, block your ears.
We can disguise the name if it's too painful.
Oh no, I'm not going to mention her name.
Okay.
I was 13 and first time, and fell pregnant first time, and last time with a woman.
Okay, so you learned your lesson.
How dare you treat him like that?
So here we have a union between you and an unnamed dame.
Yes, an ex best friend.
Who has created this Benjamin?
Yes, this beautiful Benjamin.
Who likes to buy things.
Well, he likes to buy things, but so I had him when I was quite young, so I was 13, 14, and he was born on my birthday.
Well, that makes it easy.
Yes, on the 25th of September.
Okay.
So makes it very easy.
Yeah.
And he doesn't have children because he doesn't swing that way to women.
I see. So he's your bloodline is about to stop. It sounds like.
No, because I'm going to have more kids.
Oh, you're going to have more kids. Okay.
Oh God, yeah.
So there's another dame in the future.
Maybe a surrogate.
Oh, I see. Okay, a surrogate in the future. Okay, we have a donor egg waiting for your man spooge. Okay, now you are at the moment connected with another person, are you not?
I am dating, seeing, marrying, not engaged yet. Someone who's in the chat who goes by the name of Frederick D.
Frederick D. Okay, so well, congratulations.
I mean, Mitch wasn't available, so Frederick was next.
Frederick.
Okay. I'm just kidding, Mitch.
And you should be saying that to Frederick instead. You should.
Frederick knows I'm kidding.
Well, see,
in the middle of all this, somehow Russell has managed to notice that I am having corn, and he's asking how's the corn. So corn is pretty good. Thank you, Russell, for making my presence felt.
Okay. Well, you can join into this orgiastic thing too if you want to, Kesh. Russell.
Any other questions?
Well, no. I mean, now I understand. I was confusing because I was getting all of this information in little tiny pieces.
Yes.
And now I can put a face to and a pronunciation to Schiavello. And now, so it's clear to me. Does anyone else need their palm read, their chart made?
Well, Pierre, I think the next chart you should do is of that guy who joined that day if you remember, he was telling that my name is Gunther Arthur and
Oh, Gunter Arthur.
and my brothers' names are Creed and Nate. And
yes. Well, we were thinking he didn't exist. So let me just see what else people are saying, just because I...
Okay, fellas, I'll take your leave now because my friend's here. So,
okay.
I'll join you later on.
Well, it was very nice seeing you, and this is fun.
Same here.
I like this sort of random thing where we can show faces and draw stuff and stuff. So does anyone want to come in? Russell, do you want to join us?
It was lovely meeting you.
Okay. Yeah, I think you wanted to say my name, but you're having some difficulty pronouncing it. You can just
how do you pronounce it?
It's Keshav.
Oh, Keshav.
Yeah.
I call him Kesh because
Kesh. Okay, Kesh. Yeah.
His Periscope thing was Keshav with a U, and that was his name, Keshav with a U. Because Keshev with an E or an A or something is very common.
Yeah, it's usually with an A. It's usually with an A. That's why my username was Keshav with a U. And talking about Kesh, in Hindi again, Kesh means hair.
Oh, well,
really?
That makes sense. Kesh.
Oh, wow.
So I'm beloved. What does Parker Schiavello in Hindi mean?
There's no word like that.
There's no word like that. You're untranslatable, Parker.
Yeah. Okay, then.
Okay, bye.
Bye.
See you. Does anyone else want to join us? Russell, do you want to come in? What are you hanging your head in shame for?
I'm just looking at this family tree, and it's just like.
Oh, shit! I'll turn it over. There.
No. But like, okay. So I have a really best friend who I've known since I was 13, 14, and he legally adopted my son at the age of 18. So like when my best friend was 18, he legally adopted my son.
Okay.
So we could have a joint parents.
Yeah.
And so I don't know if you want to add that to the messiness.
That is very confusing because does this unnamed dame have anything to do with this person now?
No, absolutely nothing.
So I'm just going to put an X. I don't mean to dismiss this person from.
Oh no, you can dismiss her. You can burn her. You can.
No, I'm not going to do that. I mean, at one point you liked her enough to do that. So now this person is legally the responsible for this child, who
as well.
As well. So you're still.
Oh yeah.
You're still claiming some legal.
My child's in the bedroom, just there.
Okay, well, but there was this $3,000 bill on a Visa. $3,000 US was spent by this person to buy things. I'm not going to say what they were. And
everyone can assume.
Well, but yeah, they can. He bought $3,000 worth of beautiful illustrated Bibles or something else. So, are both of you sharing this bill, or is this all your fault?
This is all my fault.
I see. Okay. Well, Russell is going to join us in a minute, but he had to urinate first.
Well, I'll give a quick rundown of like who I am, I guess.
Okay.
Good. By trade, as we would say in Australia, I am a physician. I am a pediatric doctor.
Okay.
And that was kind of like one of my things that I wanted to do. I wanted to help children who were sick with cancer and so on and so forth, because I was a child who was sick with cancer.
Oh no.
And so I went forward with that. And whilst I was doing that as a single dad, I also became a lawyer who does contracts and copyright law.
And how old are you?
I am 28.
How is that possible?
It's very possible because
I guess if you see, you were on the fast track. You had a child when you were 13.
I got
you were already moving way faster
yes.
than any of us. Okay, good.
I started university at 16, 17 instead of the usual 18.
Okay. Well, it's very nice first to see that you're smiling when I am trying to understand, and you understand my confusion, because you are not a typical family.
I'm not.
This part of your going backwards, you seem relatively typical. We didn't go very far back, but you going forward, it's a clusterfuck, and that's fine. I'm glad that this kind of thing happens.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, yeah.
How did you meet Frederick?
I met Frederick on Reddit.
Reddit, okay. That's the new hot dating site, is it?
We bumped into each other in an unexpecting way.
Okay.
And
there's a song by Noel Coward. Chance brought us both together in a strange.
Chance brought us both together. Yes, it did.
In a strange and conventional way.
Yes.
Here in the starlight with the night all round us.
Like when I think of Frederick, I think of Suddenly Seymour. I don't know why.
Oh, Russell's in.
Hi, Russell. I don't know Russell, but hi, Russell.
I'm trying to refill a marker with ink.
Oh, Russell is a very talented artist that I met through Peter Draw's YouTube channel. And I've met him in person a year and a half ago or something like that. And we've been friends ever since. And even before I met him, we were friends. And we draw stuff. He's an artist. And he has a couple of fountain pens. So as soon as he fills his marker, he can join us. So you met him, and you met Frederick in this chance meeting at Reddit. What was the topic in Reddit that brought you together? Isn't there a topic in Reddit? Like,
we just bumped into each other. Let's just say that.
I'll just leave it at that. Okay. So you were in. I'll just pretend you were in the Flat Earth Reddit conversation.
Sure. I mean, yeah.
Is that okay? Is that a good thing to pretend?
Well, maybe not, because I don't believe in that. But
okay. Well, I don't want to have you tell me things that you don't want to say. So this is not your psychologist or anything. So.
Oh, feel free to psychology me out.
Okay.
I need one.
I'm going to fill. Who was the person that wanted a red pen from?
That's me.
That was you. Okay. Well,
I think it's coming from Mitch.
It was coming from Rich. Well, I have this red one that might be for sale. I have to see if I have a duplicate of it.
Okay. Because it was a carmine red, I believe.
That's what this is. It's a carmine red. This is probably the most affordable carmine red pen they made. I don't think there was one that was smaller, or this is not a lifetime nib. It's a number 3 or whatever nib. So in a way, it's kind of, I don't want to say the cheapest, but it was the least expensive at the time that they were making these. Oh, there we are. And there's every time I'm just going to make a prediction, Russell,
Uh-oh.
that has to do with you. Anytime you see Russell on camera, and I would guess probably anytime you'd see him in real life, he will be wearing that color shirt.
It's a sad truth.
It's the sad truth. He's always wears this burgundy long sleeve shirt that looks good on him. I think it has a very casual, comfortable look. So
I just want to say thank you,
Well,
Mitch.
one
for
thing that I
for the
wanted
comment.
to make clear earlier that I didn't really get a chance to because I was busy with markers is that Pierre is a shameless liar, especially in regards to all of my qualities.
well, I'm going to say this to the public. There are a few people in the world that I have proposed marriage to, and I've done it 3 times to Russell, but he has always denied this. He thinks I want him. Do you have your teeth to show us?
That's all you want me for.
Can you show me your teeth?
Why?
Why? Why do I want Russell?
Oh, my teeth are in the other room.
Well, find them. Find your teeth and show them to all of us so people can understand my passion.
I thought you were talking about me, like I because I have veneers and all implants.
No, you'll see in a minute.
Okay.
Russell is very creative and very fun, and he makes these really fun puppets. And there was a puppet he made.
These are my teeth.
Those are his teeth. So he has all of.
These are not real teeth. They are Italian-made acrylic.
Acrylic.
Yeah, made
So they're-
for replacing people's teeth.
Yeah, well, they're and I, believe it or not, I had some of those exact things. I had trays of fake teeth that orthodontists would use to match up with their patient's teeth in terms of size. It's sort of a catalog. And they'd say, okay, I need an incisor of this size and of this color to match this guy whose tooth I just pulled. So Frederick understands immediately my love for you. And it isn't just because of those teeth, but I did mention this to Russell. I said, who else but Pierre Gustafson would ever propose to you?
Nobody.
If anyone else of any quality or any way, shape, or form really, really liked you, and they saw your drawer of teeth, they would run, not walk to the nearest exit.
Run, not walk away from Russell.
I wouldn't.
So the thing is, you may not get a better offer. You may not get an offer, let alone a better one.
He's a doctor, honey.
No. But he's ugly, Mom. No, he's a doctor.
I'm just saying. He makes good money. He's a good boy.
Are you talking about me?
No.
No.
No, we're not talking about.
Molto americano.
No, we're talking.
Piuttosto stupido. Sui madri ebraici.
Oh, Pat Parker speaks Italian, so you have to be careful.
Sì, lo so.
Well,
I'll just go Spanish. I'll just be like, cállate.
But Parker did not run from Frederick's pen.
Non decirmi de callar.
Cállate.
No. No, te rifiuto. Creo que la palabra española. No lo sé, no lo sé. El mío español es muy mal, hablo poco y mal. Solo quiero entenderlo para leer Don Quixote.
You sound like an angry Russian. Like you've got the accent of a Russian and you're speaking Italian or Spanish and it comes across as Klingon.
Okay.
So, but can you understand it?
Yes.
Okay, good. That's the only thing I care about.
But I feel like I'm being yelled at.
Well, he does
Yell a
enunciate with a volume that is sometimes frightening, coming from a very can I call you diminutive without being offensive?
I mean, my entire existence is diminutive.
He's quite thin and somewhat short, and when you hear a voice as profoundly loud coming from him, it can be kind of frightening. It's like you're possessed by a Klingon. What are you going to draw, Russell?
I'm just right now drawing. I don't even know what this guy is. He has problems, I think.
Well, that's good. All of you should follow Russell's Instagram page. He is an amazing artist who can, by switching a little button in his brain, I guess, he can sort of mimic the styles of old masters, and but also has a unique style of his own. So he can draw magnificently, like a Michelangelo or a Rembrandt, but he also can draw like he's doing now, like a talented child. Is that correct?
Well, a child anyway.
A child. Okay.
May I ask your age, Russell?
I'm 12.
Okay.
I'm either 12 or 84.
He's neither of those ages, but he did confide in me that he when I first met him, if I'm remembering correctly, he could not in fact say how old he was, but he was neither 24 nor 26. Is that right? Or was it 26?
No, I was neither 25 nor 27.
He was neither 25 nor 27 because he doesn't allow even numbered ages.
I do not allow odd numbers in my age.
You only allow odd numbers.
No, I do not allow odd numbers.
Oh, okay. So you
I'm
were
trying to confuse the people.
okay. So you were neither 26 nor 28. No, you were either 26 or 28
Yeah, I'm either 26 or 28, but never 27.
because that doesn't work in his mathematics.
Yeah. So
And I can see that
the old
Parker Schiavello is trying to
Estás bufando.
make this work in his brain. But you have to remember, Parker, that he has a drawer of teeth. You should just.
That's fine. I tell you why, because I have veneers and implants, and sometimes a veneer will come off. And I might just need that teeth just to be super glued on, which I've done in the past.
Okay.
So who knows? I might need a drawer of teeth.
Well,
That sounds
effects Tonal just saw your brain short circuit. So, and I'll remind everyone that this
He's on my brain circuit. My
This,
short.
this part of the program is brought to you by Effextinol, the cheaper and
Cheaper way to manage your existential crises.
Okay.
Oh, cancel.
Mitch, I don't know what it is about you, but you get me every time.
well, he should be a stand-up comic. That's what we should do someday, is have a stand-up comedy show. People, and I could, as soon as someone is failing, I can just click the little X button, they go away, and we go to the next one. But I'm not going to do that. So I'm going to get more coffee, though. So you two, Russell and Patrick, you can talk. No,
Can we get coffee?
Russell and Parker can talk.
What time is it there, Pierre?
Well, I know right now here in Minnesota, in Boston, it's 7:21 in the morning.
Oh, Richie, sono le sette.
I'm
It's the same time zone where Russell is.
Well, I'm 10:22 p.m.
Oh, it's bedtime for you.
In just a few minutes, I'm going to end up.
Well, I would be asleep for hours. I get up very early, as some of you know, and I go to bed early. So I'd be asleep by you. What are you eating out of the jar? Yep.
Yes.
Vegemite. Isn't that what Lucy was trying to sell on Vitamin?
New Zealand standard.
I'm not from New Zealand. I'm from Australia.
Okay, I mean, I'm not intending to get those confused, but I am, to my understanding, it is also popular in Nova Zealandia.
Well, in New Zealand, it's actually Marmite instead of Vegemite due to licensing issues.
All right, then.
That's my lawyer mind going off the contracts. Oh, we're going old-fashioned, Russell.
Sempre. It makes better coffee, this thing.
I've never tasted coffee in my life. Never.
You say coffee like you're from Brooklyn. I have to say, coffee.
My first language was Italian.
Ah.
So, coffee.
Quindi sarebbe caffè.
Pardon?
Caffè, no?
No, I sound like I'm from the armpit of the US.
Oh.
Do we know? Have I offended anyone in the chat?
Then they deserved it. Because they're from the armpit of the US.
And I sound like I like Brooklyn. You know what? I'm going to go with Brooklyn instead of being from Staten Island or Jersey. Well, Jersey.
Now, you grew up speaking Italian?
Yes, sir.
So what brand of Italian was your family? Were they Northern Reserved Italians, or were they Southern? Were they Southerners? Quindi sarebbe la differenza tra Sicilia e
All I know is that I originated from a small village called Sala Consolina.
Okay.
Which is down the boot.
Okay, so it's in the southern part.
Yes, I don't know much about my heritage. I just know my family. I don't know many generations.
Okay, I mean, I don't know too much about my family either, except, I mean, my dad is the one who knows about that, but I'm pretty sure it's only because if he had the opportunity to return to the monarchy, he probably would.
I heard.
I'm just kidding. he's a very nice man, but he has this weird fascination with genetics and heritage and lineage.
Yes, sir.
And so there are some people like that, and I always end up getting curious about what drives you to put so much value on where your family comes from.
I think it comes down to loyalty and being proud.
Yeah.
Like, being in an Italian family and being in a huge Italian family that I've got. And then my family has a very large company in Australia and international, but mainly Australia. And majority of the people that are hired in the company are Italian.
Russell,
And
I'm sorry interrupting for a second
why are you upside down?
because I need to show Russell this. Russell,
Okay, sorry.
see this?
I'm just talking about shit.
Looks like a
No,
scratch.
no, I'll get right back to you. But look what's inside.
I denti. I think.
Now will you accept my proposition?
Well, I mean, I have the teeth and you have the tools to fix them.
No,
Oh,
I have other teeth. We could
Oh, okay.
we could chew together.
Well, that's like making the song. Well, I have a brand new pair of roller skates. I have a brand new pair too. Too bad we don't have a key.
Okay, too bad we don't have a key.
maybe I need y'all on speed dial because y'all got the teeth stuff, fix. You can fix these up.
So anyway, you're back to the Italian. So there's this pride of country and ascendancy that even in far off, like you can't be further away from Italy and Australia. They're almost opposites on the pole.
Yes. Yes.
But is there in your family company, like I know that in Massachusetts, a lot of the Italian immigrants became stonemasons and built many of the architecture that we have here. In Australia, which was, other than the Aboriginal population, was made up of criminals that England sent there.
Yes.
Was there, in the influx of Italians in Australia, were they coming at that time where they brought their stoneworking skills? What were they?
I believe so. Maybe potentially.
Well, what does your company do?
So, not my company, but I benefit.
Your
from
family's
the
company.
But so my family's company is called Schiavello, and they do architectural stuff, planning. They do furniture.
Okay.
They do. It's very hard to explain because it's not like the typical you go to Sears. Is that where you get furniture from?
We'll go to a what?
IKEA.
Like
really.
Yeah. I mean, if you wanted certain kinds of furniture, a friend of mine in Boston here works for a company that makes cabinetry, distributes cabinetry that is used mainly by hospitals and clinics.
Right.
Certain kinds of filing cabinets that you people use, and that he builds those. So if your business, the family business, had certain kinds of furniture that they would sell to a certain kind of a trade.
It's more like economic furniture for like office buildings. Because they build like skyscrapers essentially.
Okay.
And they do the full fit outs of the offices.
I see. So mainly business related furniture rather than domestic furniture.
Correct. Yes.
Okay. So rather than a dining room table, that seats 6. they'll-
Boardroom.
Boardroom table that seats 25
Yes, sir.
at the president at the end. Okay, cool. So the Italian immigration to I mean, I know that the British, the British Empire sent criminals to Australia. And did the Italian government send people to Australia for that reason too, or no? I guess Australia was a British colony at the time, so.
I'm sorry, Frederick. Sorry, not Frederick. Pia. I don't know.
Okay, that's fine.
So, sorry to call you Frederick. Like I have these kind of conversations with Frederick, and
I see.
it's like, you know, I'll have to ask, you know, my family.
Okay.
But I know
Curious.
that we did immigrate over here, probably 64, 68 years ago.
Okay.
And then they started off a small company, and now it's certain, you know, like they started buying certain other companies to outsource, you know, building of this, and then they just was like, nope, we're going to make an amalgamation of a company and do it all ourselves in-house, save, you know, money in that sense without outsourcing or contracting it to other people. And so, it's a very successful company, and you know, I used to work for it, and then you know, my medical career took over to the point where I couldn't really do a lot of the business stuff, because I was doing a lot of the business stuff with my really good friend and I guess partner at the time overseas in the European countries, and because I can, you know, speak Italian, understand Italian, you know, speak Croatian, understand Serbian, and a few other languages as well. And so we would go on these like tours, I would call them, to, you know, get business.
Uh-huh.
And so I was kind of like a translator.
Okay.
And then, you know, like we would go to Mexico, and you know, I understand Spanish, but you know, my good friend who was with me at the time, he understood and spoke Spanish fluently, along with other languages as well. And so it was a good amalgamation of sending just two of us to, you know, these, you know, countries that, you know, we needed to serve, you know, to get business out of these countries, which was, you know, fantastic and very lucrative for the company. And this was about, I'm going to say, 10 years ago now, almost. So, but we've got predominantly most of our business comes out of the UAE, so Dubai.
Oh, well, they got the money,
and so
to fill in. So, Affextinol says Russell's mug drinking technique is quite unique.
It's a bit. I'm not going to say it.
It's unorthodox.
It's unorthodox, yes.
Yes, there we go. Thank you. Maybe I can't pronounce it. Affextinol, Affextinol.
Affextinol is how he calls it.
Okay, Affextinol needs to send a package of drugs to Russell for him to try out.
Okay.
I have to agree. I can't disagree at this point.
You know, there might be a little meth in there. We don't know.
It's like a little yellow pill. Mother's little helper.
Exactly.
Life through the day.
Exactly. We all love a bit of Xanax and Valium here and there to help us through the day.
No, regarding some of the chats I'm seeing in the comments with
I know.
British sending criminals to Australia. So the British just have a habit of doing that. They just
Yes, I
send
know.
criminals wherever they want. In fact, in America, I was reading about the educational system, not just because I felt like it, but because I was taking a course. And apparently what happened is that the British, they had too many orphans and too many poor people on the street. So they resolved, with all of their money and with all of their colonized territory,
Has that changed
send
though?
them away. Send them away. Right? So a lot of America, the early colonizers, colonizers and settlers, right? You know, they were orphans. They were people who had debts that couldn't pay them off and didn't want to go into the workhouses. And so you had loads of problems with these people. And the upper class people who came just because they were, you know, the nouveau riche, or they thought, hey, I can make some money here that I can't make in Britain. They had a problem with that because these guys were out there causing trouble and not joining the right church. So they said, let's set up an educational system. Let's set up an educational system that'll teach them the right way to worship God, and will teach them all the necessary things about reading that they need to know. Fun fact, there were actually schools. These early schools, they would teach you to read. They would not teach you to write.
Oh,
Because writing was for lawyers and for merchants, and you went to a special writing school to learn that.
oh
So
dear.
only the upper class could access those schools.
Well,
It's really nightmarish if you think about it. I don't know how it was in
It
Australia.
really is. Yeah.
let's see. I just texted Nello to see if Nello wanted to join us because he enjoys our attempts at speaking Italian. And I thought, now that we've got two people doing it,
Buongiorno, ¿cómo estás? You know.
he might enjoy seeing.
Como stai, non como estás.
Sorry, I went
I
down
get confused
Spanish.
all the time. It's much like it doesn't make sense for me sometimes because I'll get my Italian confused with my Spanish more often.
Yes.
But I should be confusing my Spanish with my Italian more often because technically I'm in America where there should be a greater chance of me using Spanish.
I agree.
But because I'm so very much online, I end up listening to more Italian.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I listen to more Dutch like TV shows on YouTube. And Frederick, in the chat, is it Dutch? Come on, Frederick, hurry up. Don't try it with one finger.
Does he do that? My sister does that.
Types with one finger.
Yeah, but she does it really quickly. I don't understand how it's possible.
Dutch and Frisian. Don't know if I pronounced
I
that
think I
right.
know the. Let me see here. I can't pronounce it right. Certainly, Dutch and Frisian. Yeah, I think the Frisian.
Yeah.
As far as I know, it's sort of like. It's like almost a dialect, but it's different enough to be a different language of either Dutch or German. At least that's my guess.
Yes.
It would be like Sicilian to an Italian, or Il Sardo, forse. Io non lo so.
Are you looking to get shot, Russell?
Am I looking at what?
Are you looking to get shot?
I don't know.
Don't bring up Sicilian.
Perché è una bella lingua.
Mm, niente.
Non per niente, perché? Perché c'è la discriminazione! Perché non ti piace la cultura meridionale!
Yes.
Vergognati! Vergognati!
I
Sorry.
couldn't take you seriously because you sound Russian.
Maybe I should learn the Russian language.
Well, maybe you should learn Croatian.
Actually, I would probably either learn Irish or German.
Say goodbye to Effextinol.
Oh, Fexinol. Not my Mitch. I don't know. There's something about Mitch.
There's something about Mitch that
Like, not in a creepy way, but like I really enjoy like when we had the four-way chat like last night. For me,
Yeah.
It was really fascinating learning about like the flex nibs and because I know nothing about fountain pens.
Uh-huh. Even though Frederick has 4,000 of them, he doesn't.
Well, yes.
He doesn't actually tell you the secrets of them.
Well, is this a fountain pen? It is. But see, my kid, but buy Effexinol. Yes, you'll be back when we need our next dose. That sounds very precarious, but sure.
Fextinol, there's always another dose waiting for you.
Effextinol. Your doctor is supplied. Ask your doctor for another box of Effextinol.
Yeah.
His hands are so greased, the pills will fall right out of them. It's a thing that happens. These medical companies, they go to the doctors and say, hey, here's some sample pills.
You don't want to say things like that with
a doctor in the room, no.
Yeah, I'm the doctor.
There is a doctor in the house, but the house is miles away, though, so I feel all...
I'm 15,000 kilometers. So, miles, Frederick, what is it? I don't know. I could ask, hold on.
You can ask Siri.
Kilometers is equivalent to 9,320.568 miles.
9,300 miles.
Okay.
9,300 miles. I still haven't learned kilometers, even from my, 2 or 3 years of speaking with Italians.
Yeah.
I've
Well-
sort of learned kilos, but only to the extent that 1 kilo is basically just 2 pounds.
Almost, yeah.
Do they use stone in Australia, or is that only a British thing?
That's in the UK. When I was living in the UK, it's stone, and that just warped my head.
Yeah, I can't figure that out for shit, dude.
Like I was like, who brought up stone? Like, did they put stones into a bag and then figure that out? And I was,
I weigh 6 stone. Like, what size of stone? What kind of stone are we talking about?
and then you hear people go, "I lost 16 stone." It's like,
So,
okay,
Over the past
about your rock connection, ma'am, but
after the past 3
one
summers,
stone
I gained
equals.
3 stones.
Sorry, Pierre.
Huh?
One stone equals 12 pounds.
so saying you lost 16 stone is pretty drastic.
Yes.
I was exaggerating.
I know.
Especially if you lose it over a fortnight.
Yeah. I forget I'm on camera. I'm so sorry. I'm so used to just watching the chat, and it's really oh, here's another thing about me, Pia.
What?
I have Tourette syndrome.
Oh, so in the middle of your conversation, you'll go, fuck.
Nope.
Oh.
I'm non-verbal. I have involuntary muscle spasms with my eyebrows, and with my nose, with sniffing,
Okay.
and like, and it's in Australia. People don't like in the town I live in. I am probably the only one that wears a mask out of 10,000 people in this town.
You're the only one that wears a mask?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
But yes, I have Tourette syndrome, and
Okay.
so like if I look like I'm, spazzing out with my eyebrows, it's not me trying to compute. It's just
your disease. Now, does the Fextenol fix that? Is it a wonder drug? We'll have to ask Mitch.
I'm trialing.
You're trialing. It's a trial run. Okay.
I'm on a trial, and I'm giving back feedback every day.
But you could be getting a placebo, or does that not work? Maybe the trials are not blind.
I think if you asked for a trial of a drug and they gave you a placebo, that would be kind of, shitty on their part.
Depending if you pay for it or not. Like in this country, it's a bit different.
I see. So if you pay for a placebo, you're doubly screwed. You're not getting better. You're getting poorer.
Yes, you're getting poor health. But since this is a fountain pen page, and people are probably like, "Who the f is this Parker Schiavello?"
You have a
Let me
pen.
walk in.
It's a Parker. No, Pilot. Pilot. And what kind of pilot is it?
I don't know. It says on the screen.
Uh-oh.
What's
Oh,
that?
sorry, the ding.
Yeah.
That was Frederick probably telling me what it is. Hold on.
See. Okay.
I don't know. My messenger app won't open, but he's down here. Oh no, he says I'm doing great.
Okay.
So
Good.
I was nervous about coming on. Frederick, tell me what I'm using. In chat or text message, either or. Pilot Metropolitan POP fountain pen purple, but my 15-year-old child, Benjamin, he steals all the pens that Mr. Freddy sends to me.
Does he sell them on the black market, or does he just?
No, because my son is legally deaf, and I have to, I know sign language like ASL and so on. He writes a lot to communicate with people at school and so on and so forth.
Okay.
And yeah, but I'm going to stop blabbering on. But this is the pen.
Oh.
Anyone interested?
Okay. Yes. It's purple.
I enjoy that.
Purple's my favorite color. And I think I got this for my birthday or I don't know. But I don't know what it is. I don't know what nib it is. I don't.
You got it for your son's birthday.
Yes, pretty much, because we got the same birthday. So I don't know.
Yes.
But I'm not going to bring up what Frederick did send my son. So, but
Okay.
pens is a good way to start. But I don't know what this means. I don't know what, I don't know if it's not flexible.
Okay. Well, you wouldn't test the flexibility by touching it that way. It's the other way. Because if you were writing it, it won't show flexibility when you turn it upside down.
There's no upside down? Hold on. Which way?
Well, look at this pen. And then this is flexible because I'm pressing down on the nib from the top. Oops, sorry. You were doing this. You were pushing on the wrong side.
I see.
So the flexibility you can test by having the feed, which is the black thing, on the bottom side of the.
I don't know if it means anything, but it's got an F on the nib.
Fine.
Okay,
F for fine, I presume.
but I understand like it does move a little bit. Like if I do put a little pressure.
Yeah. Well, then I mean, all pens will do that to a degree. They all will expand a slight amount.
And I'm just scared. Like,
Let me do something here. Let me just see. Where's all of our rest of our? Why can't
everyone's left the chat because I'm
everyone
here.
left the chat? We have 9 people in there.
Yeah, I'm actually going to have to leave here in a minute because I have to go to the office and pretend like I'm doing something.
Can you show us the drawing that you still
I
work?
want to try and finish it slightly first
Okay.
because I'm stubborn and I don't mind being like 10 minutes late.
I see.
Nobody else seems to mind either.
I see. So Patrick, this is very interesting talking to you and putting a Patrick Parker. It's very nice putting a face to
My random.
your random rants of my mispronunciation of your name and all of that other stuff. So I now at least I'll add one more factor.
How you can describe your face to the Australian mafia?
No. You're gonna get in trouble. You're gonna get shot.
You know what? Like this is how I was raised. You know, if someone goes, "What do you know about the mafia?" Or the mob. It's what mob?
No, it's a
What mafia?
it's a cross you have to bear. It's like the Germans. What do you know about Nazis? You know,
A lot.
you're stuck. You're stuck with that history.
I've got some inks here.
Okay,
If anyone wants me to read them out.
sure. Why not?
I've got a J. Is it Meribin or Meriden?
I don't know.
Merdin.
Murden.
Merda.
1798. Kyanite du Nepal.
Wow. I've never heard of any of these. They're very exclusive, exotic inks, I guess, from my point of view.
Oh, it's actually her pen. Her bin.
Bourbon.
Elbon. Hey, you taught me that yesterday.
Yes, Russell was
Very funny for my pronunciation of it.
using Albin ink yesterday.
I've got a Schneider purple.
Well, that would go nicely with your pen.
It would, yes, sir.
So
Okay.
fill that up, use it.
Well, because my kid uses it.
Well, does he like purple ink?
Yes, and he just likes the pen because it helps him because he gets cramps in his hands using general ballpoint.
Yeah.
I've got a Schaefer script, number 5 perm royal blue.
Yeah.
And I've got a Hero, number 203 red.
Okay.
And then in my safe that was meant to be sent to Frederick about a year ago, I've got a Mont Blanc yellow. Frederick? Yellow, golden yellow.
Huh.
And it was like limited edition, and we could only get it in Australia at the time
Wow.
because everyone else had sold out. And I found a little mum and pop shop, mainly pop, because it was just some guy that ran a fountain pen kind of thingamabob, and he had two in stock, and he said, "Do you want both?" And I was like, "No, I'll leave one out there for another person." But
Well,
yeah,
It's interesting that maybe this should be something for the Australian Tourist Board. What you do, you have them buy all of the limited edition inks that are made and ship them to Australia and say that in Australia is the only place you can buy this Gabin, yellow or whatever it is color you want. And then you'd get a bunch of tourists visiting just to buy ink. And
well,
there are crazy people out there that would do that. Just to let you know.
are you one of them,
No, I'm
Pierre?
not one of them. I'm perfectly happy with black ink, and I can get that anywhere.
Well, I mean, the shop that you bought, you inherited a shitload of pens.
I did. I didn't get very much ink, but I do have lots of ink.
Yes,
I have quart bottles of ink that were
Yeah,
made in the 50s.
I've heard that you've got a lot of ink that is older ink, as in like 60s, 50s, 40s, 30s,
Yeah,
and maybe even older.
even older. Yeah, I got a lot of old ink.
Yeah,
Um,
which I find fascinating.
it's most of the ink is not good, meaning the black is sort of turned gray and the red is sort of turned pink. But it's perfectly good for me to test out pens and make sure they work. Look at what I've made. I've made this beautiful thing as we've been talking.
That is just absolutely beautiful, Peter. Like,
I thought you'd like that.
it needs to be framed and sent.
Add to shopping cart, $1 million. How's your drawing doing, Russell?
Well, I'm pretty much as finished as I feel like I need to be with it. And after I do it, I'm going to have to leave.
May we see it? Oh,
I do.
okay. It's
After
Kermit.
Kermit the
Oh,
Frog,
it's Kermit with Miss Piggy.
he's thinking of Miss Piggy, and there's a tree, and there's also this strange clown man watching him.
Okay.
Because I assume that Kermit just hires this clown to watch him.
He's as a chaperone while he thinks of Miss Piggy.
I'd imagine that Kermit is just afraid of what will happen if somebody doesn't watch him. Because Kermit is a puppet, and if somebody ceases to be with Kermit, then Kermit does not exist or is just outside of his body floating around.
Okay, you have a whole theory going on here.
I just came up with it. A cazzo di cane.
You don't actually you come up with the thing and let other philosophers try to figure it out. Could you show us one of your puppets?
Okay, real quick.
Yeah, I know.
What species of puppet do you want?
One of your marionettes that's slightly recognizable.
So I don't really have any of my string puppets, except, well, I do have one, the really simple one.
Well, bring one of them out. Bring. You decide. Russell has been making marionettes
Oh, really?
lately, and he's his marionettes have a very interesting quality to them.
So there's just, so this is the only real string one. Let's see if I can adjust the camera a little bit here. It's a really simple one. I didn't bring the string ones with me in the car
Okay.
simply because they end up getting tangled up.
Okay.
But this one's really simple and stupid.
I'm going to show
At home,
You
one
one of your puppets, the one with the horns. So here is Russell with one of his puppets.
Oh, wow.
Aren't they creepy?
They are. They're very like enchanting, but creepy, very out of the box.
Yeah. They're
just bring over my newest one because I feel like losing my job.
look at this one.
Not my newest
This
one.
this is really weird. Just watch this one though. Oops, sorry.
Oh yeah, that's Sleepy.
It's just creepy the way that it
I
works.
need to make another one of those, but
So
this is flowing.
look at these things on his Instagram page.
Okay.
Okay,
Is that the underwear you're going to wear today?
we have to go now.
We have to go.
Folding underwear. I have a 15-year-old who is a cunt. Who is
Okay, yeah.
words.
Okay, that's a lovely. I like your thoughtful puppet with his index finger and his opposable thumb.
Oh, I like that. Oh, look at him. He's like a hybrid between
A panda and a
sheep.
panda and a sheep.
You don't know.
Oh no! Don't do that, Rod. Don't make him look at you and you acknowledge him.
Why can't he acknowledge me? We
That
are
is creepy. But you're acknowledging him back. That is creepy.
But it's Pasquale. He's my friend. I make bodies for him. There are other versions of him.
Pasquale is his alter ego. They.
No, he's a completely separate entity from me.
Okay, never mind.
Go on,
Okay.
stop speaking Italian in the Russian accent. You know, might as well get angry.
Sì. È proprio così. Non lo è. Okay, now I actually do really have to go.
Okay, well, we'll see you later, Russell. I thank you for joining us. This is fun.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ciao ciao.
Ciao, ciao.
Ciao, Russell. Ciao, zdravo.
Sì, ci vedremo tra poco.
We can breathe.
Bless his heart.
We can breathe easily. Anyway, do follow Russell Facemeyer on Instagram because his artwork is just amazing and his puppets are they're both clumsy and extremely elegant at the same time. And it's sort of magical.
Maybe I should show some of my artwork. Like if I go grab my iPad, I can show you some of like my artwork that I.
Yeah, sure.
All right, I've got to put my. I don't have pants on, so I've got to put my camera up.
Okay, I'll close my eyes. I
That's
promise.
okay. You can just look at the top of the Christmas tree.
I'll look at the Christmas tree.
Oh, Lord Jesus.
So Frederick and who else is in the chat still? Fextonall left. Yeah, Patrick. Russell. Has in his drawing styles, he's done comic-like things, very realistic, beautiful renderings, and really just extremely talented. Okay. Now, are you on Instagram, Patrick?
I am not just due to
Something.
a certain person who I don't want knowing anything about my life.
Okay. I won't add that person to your family tree, but yes, we all have people like that in our lives. I have one as well. But it's, I mean, the nice thing about things like Instagram is you can have many accounts.
Yeah.
You don't have to, and people do not need to even know that you exist. You could say, oh, look at this person's, I really think this person is fun. And then you can pretend that,
I think it'll be quite different. Like once like if I was to do an Instagram and not have a photo of myself anywhere to be seen.
yeah, I think that would be good.
I'm just getting this photo to download. So
Says he'll make a new one for you. So,
okay, thank you, whoever you are, Frederick. I've got so many names, I can't help it. Anyway, so before I show the chat, because how many people are in the chat?
there's
7.
7,
Okay.
and that includes Frederick, you, and me. So there's 4 strangers, but this is going to go on YouTube forever. So, I mean, it's recorded through YouTube. So,
Not forever.
well, I can delete it if I want, but I don't want.
Just delete me out of it. You can do it in YouTube editor. I don't know.
Okay.
But no. You can do whatever. But I didn't sign an NDA, unfortunately.
No,
anyway.
You didn't.
And
you don't have to show us anything else right now if you don't.
No. But so what I draw, back in the day.
Yeah.
I am now sober.
Uh-huh.
I've never drank alcohol in my life, but I would abuse certain drugs.
I see.
And I would come up with these images in my head, and I needed to get them out. And so I put them on paper, and then I'd use a fine liner in black, and then I would go in with watercolor pencil and then go over it very meticulously. And this is
Wow.
I don't know how to.
It's very full. It is like a they're great.
Yeah.
I like your lettering, sort of cuneiform meets Helvetica.
I mean, like I would just come up with these characters, and I needed them out of, I shouldn't say out of my head, because that makes me sound a bit crazy to the chat. But
No, I know what you mean. I do things that, ideas that I have, I'm not going to be happy until I make them happen. And otherwise my brain is going to keep saying, that was a good idea you had. Let's make it. And then it just pesters me until I finally do it.
like, and here's another, like I did a close up of because I'm very detail oriented. And so even when it comes to feet, on these people, and he's like,
Oh, wow.
so you know what I mean?
A 3-toed
Alien.
alien. Yeah, no, I'm seeing the other 3 toes. So we've got, wow, they're great. Well, what fun.
Oh, thank you. I mean, it's, yeah. Don't know what to say.
Well, you say thank you very much.
Oh, thank you very much, Pia.
There we go.
Pia with an R.
Pia with an R. Pia with an R. Pia.
Is it Pia?
Yes.
Okay, because I keep copying the Schiavello.
Yeah, you keep it Schiavello. Schiavello from Minnesota. Yeah, the Schiavello family, they're so cute. Their eyebrows go up and down way too much, though.
My eyebrows.
Didn't you say your eyebrows have Tourette?
Yeah.
See?
You'll see them eventually, and they go like in a Mexican wave. See?
See, okay, I see.
Yeah, and it's one of my things. What's Frederick saying? Show your comics too. Oh, okay, I can. Okay, we will make you a new. Okay, you're fine. You're fine. Show it. Okay, I just did. Lol, he picks on my pronunciation all the time, Pia.
Okay,
You can pick on him.
good. As long as I have permission from one of the members of your family tree, I feel that it's okay. I have a friend who's has a son, and they thought that he had baby Tourette's because he would suddenly blurt out really loudly with words that were not dirty. He wouldn't say fuck or something. He'd say like monkey feet.
Okay.
And so, but it was still Tourette's
Yes.
in that way. So what I need to do, you want to show us some comics?
Oh, okay.
And then I'm gonna start my day because I have some packages I have to package up for people, and
Yes.
otherwise my head will be on a platter. Miss Marilyn and Mitch and Brussels and Canada all have packages that I need to send out today.
Okay.
Now these are on your iPad because you just took pictures of them and that's where they reside, or
I scanned them in. And
okay. Have you
so,
used any apps on iPad to create drawings?
on my other iPad, I do. I use a Sketch Me something.
Okay. There's this app called Sketch Club, which I love, and I like it better because it has a particular tool I use, which makes me be able to draw very, very quickly, and it might take me a minute or two to do a drawing, and it's really a nice app, and it's $2, and it's really lovely how it works.
I mean, I can't find my comics, but I can find like sketches I've done like with a gray lead.
Sure. Let me see. May I see? Okay. Oh. Cool.
So he's like a fictional character. I'm trying to get him all in frame. It's really hard.
It is hard. Yeah. That's great. So that's with just graphite.
Yes.
Okay.
And then I would do the shading and so on. And yeah, and when I was away, not prison,
Okay.
but when I was away, I would draw and draw and draw and draw. And some of the things that would come out would be like that.
Okay. Let me show you. Here's the app I use on my iPad. It's just on my iPhone because I have it here. This is Sketch Club, and the tool I use is called Vector.
Yes.
And the Vector tool doesn't work like Vector in Adobe Illustrator, but what it does is you can just fill in huge areas of using a shape, and then you change the color. And I do very almost realistic painterly drawings using this app, and it allows you to also record the drawing so you can watch it again. So it's really a fun app to use. Let me just show you what it looks like for 1 second here. Find the one I've done. Here was a drawing I did of a house in Somerville, and in Boston, when it's wintertime, people put furniture out in front of their parking spot to keep no one can park there. And it's usually when it snows out. So it was very funny seeing it without that. Here's the inside of a watch.
I'm a big watch fan.
Pocket watch, and here's the recording of me drawing it.
Oh, it's a time lapse.
So, and this is again in that $2 app or $3 app, and it allows you. I mean, I know other apps allow you to record them now, but at the time, I think this was sort of new.
Wow.
To that. So they're really here's one I did of a guy that posed for me, and these were all drawings I did of. They were like 2-minute drawings, 2-minute poses. So
Oh wow! Oh wow!
so here you see the how I built them up, and I have another Instagram account that has pictures of me drawing exhibitionistic men, shall we say. So that's what, and these are sort of tame drawings I've done of them, but it's really a really fast way to fill an entire canvas really, really fast. And again, this is called Sketch Club, which is this. It's this app right here.
Okay, I'll have to download it and buy it and
Yeah.
use it.
Yeah, Sketch Club, and it works. It's sort of like Photoshop and Facebook had a baby. That's what it would be like, because every day they have a different prompt of what to draw. And there's a chat room you can chat, and again, other graphic design apps are doing the same thing, but this one is doing it. Has been doing it all along, and so the people that we know there, we've known for years, and it's really quite fun. So try it out. I think you'd like it. They have many different tools. You have brushes. You can make a brush. It's really easy to use. So
Okay.
I'm going to. You need this special pure Instagram. It's called The Man Draws _light. I used to have something called The Man Draws without the underscore, and I was blocked. So I changed it to The Man Draws _light.
The Man Draws _light.
L-I-T-E.
L-I-T-E.
Light beer. The Man Draws, and that's all in one long word.
Okay.
So enjoy. You don't have to be over 18, but it helps. But I do censor them. I have to show you let me show you one that I censored.
Okay.
I'll just show you what it looks like.
I'll quickly say that if people go to my YouTube channel, all they're going to see is me with my drone showcasing the beautiful place that I live in.
Okay.
So, because I do drone photography for real estate.
Okay. So here's one of my. See, I censor it.
Sorry, guys.
So you can imagine, with your dirty, in the gutter imagination, you can imagine what's happening.
I'm a saint. How dare you?
But another one is, let's see if I can show you another one. I know this is not made for children.
I don't think there's any children in the chat. Oh.
Am I gonna get banned? I don't think so.
No. I mean, it's censored, sweetheart, so you're fine. Whoa, hello.
Anyway, enjoy. And if you follow me, I can send you the uncensored ones.
Oh my gosh. Like, oh, I just want to say that before you go, Pia,
Yeah.
that like I have like, and Frederick will attest to this, I believe, that every time I miss your live streams, I get really pissy
Dear.
and I get cranky.
Well, I'm glad that you were part of this one.
Yeah.
So you didn't miss it.
Yes, which I'm glad, like I was nervous to, show my face. But, yeah, because the last time that we were going to bring me in, you wanted to show your pussy to someone downstairs.
Dear. I did want to show my pussy to someone downstairs because my pussy had not been seen by her.
Yes, due to
Coronavirus.
Miss COVID.
Yes, Miss COVID. Okay, well, let's before we go down the gutter too much, let's just finish here. So it was very nice meeting you face to face and hearing your story. So now in my head, I'll know where things come from, and we'll talk later. Cranky is an understatement. Okay, well, Frederick, we're going to get you online here next time.
Yes, I would love to see Frederick on here, and maybe I'll join in because he and I spar off like no other.
Oh dear. Well, what will the title of that one be?
Newlyweds spar off in a pen.
Okay. Well, we don't have to have a pen be part of the title. It doesn't have that. So we could. Anyway. Very good. Well, nice to see you.
Yes, likewise.
Broadcast in a second, so everyone say goodbye.
All right.
That's it.
Goodbye, everyone. It was lovely to chat with everyone who didn't know me, and I feel bad for you if you don't like me. I'm sorry.
No, everyone loves you. Okay, bye-bye.
All right, bye, guys. Bye, for Pia.
Okay, bye, Parker. Parker.
Schiavello.
Schiavello.
Bye.